everybody, Susan from Susan's Art and Junk Journaling. I'm having a play with this plastic wrap, and I have to admit it's probably not the easiest stuff to use because it's been crinkled up and scrunched up and sticking together. I used it on a napkin on an envelope here, and it seems to have stuck really good. So that was my first attempt. I've got this one. When you separate a napkin, you always have the white left. Sometimes there's 3 layers or just 2 layers, but you can use this extra layer to help buffer this saran wrap. When you iron this saran wrap, it melts the plastic and it'll melt onto your ironing board if you don't have a surface behind it. I've got this one done. So I'll cut this one out. I did this one. And I thought this is a good idea for those really delicate old papers. I did the same process on this old dictionary page to kind of make it a little bit more beefy, and then make this as a journaling spot on the back. You can see here where the plastic touched the iron and it melted onto the iron. You have to always make sure that you've got something between, there's something surrounding the plastic wrap so it doesn't stick to your iron. I used wrapping paper for this. It's got a real shiny surface, so I don't know how well that will work. See, it's kind of glued itself. There we go. See that? Let's see how this one turned out. There we go. I want to cut around these to make it look a little bit neater. Oh, the patina on this page is just beautiful. Let's see, let's go a little closer there. Go. That looks good. And then what I would want to do then, of course, is to take and do some distress oxide or distress ink on the back side so that it ages it as well. Make sure that I don't cut into the envelope. That I just go up to the edge. I'm not so worried about the flat portion. And this was just a protective layer while I was ironing. I got no nails. There we go. There we go. Oh, it kind of ironed itself onto the adhesive on the envelope. go. Doesn't that look nice? I just took the plastic off this Distress Oxide Antique Linen. I hope this one's got a little bit more life in it than the other one I bought. The Vintage Photo, it came out dry. Like the first time I used it, it was dry. I hope this is a little bit better. So I've got all of these. I rounded the corners. Just age it a little bit more. That looks much better than just plain old white, doesn't it? I'll do that to these two as well. I want the edges to look a little bit more interesting. I'll try my ruler and see if I can give it some personality. Did a design on each one of the pages, and I glued on some sheet music. I've got my archival ink in sepia. This cute little stamp, I have no idea. I got it from a secondhand store, thrift shop. What's it say on there? Is that Mary Englebright? Is that what that stands for? I don't know. To unify them all, I'm going to stamp them all. Some markers, Tombow acid-free. I got this cute little Christmas card in the mail. I think I'm going to cut around each one of these houses for my envelope. Envelopes, plural. Hot glued on lace. And this can be a tuck spot or a little pocket or tuck the flap down. I put the lace on all of these. And I think they need just a little bit more perkiness. I'm going to make cute little bows. And usually I just take rabbit ears and tie a knot around itself. There we go, like that. And I'll make 3 of them and glue them somewhere on here. There we go. Recap, the envelope, I use the plastic wrap, kind of like saran wrap, to decoupage the napkin to the envelope. It's an old book page that I use saran wrap as well to adhere it to the paper. To make it cohesive, I did I think it's a Mary Engelbreit stamp here, and then I did another stamp there. This can also be a little tuck spot, a little pocket. This can be tucked into here. This is from a bird book that I glued onto coffee dyed paper, and there's another bird that was on the page. I glued it there. This is from a greeting card. Book page with the fussy cut bird glued on as well. Each of these has a cute little fingernail gem. And then the final one, book page with the fussy cut bird. I edged around it in black marker. I also did a corner punch, but you really can't see. I used this corner punch. I don't know, Fiskars. It's a Fiskars corner punch, but you really can't see the detail. And it was so bland, I chose to do black around 2 sides of the envelope and black around the sheet music. This was a Christmas card. I cut all 3 houses. This one I liked the least. I didn't like how I did that. But it's just to spur on, you know, some ideas for yourself if you've got something like this that you can work with. I appreciate you staying with me today and watching the video and joining me. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel and comment, I would appreciate it if you could. Thank you. Bye-bye.